Hey, Myles here at Hyve. It is another Monday, so that means dry fire. We just covered trigger control for the last 4 or 5 weeks, so you now know how to manipulate your trigger using proper principles, proper concepts, and regardless of the trigger manipulation you use, if you follow those principles and concepts, you're going to hit what you're aiming at. Now, let's use those trigger control concepts, let's build on top of them to now work on building speed. Because speed is all about how we're manipulating our trigger, how we're coming off the trigger, coming back on it, and we're going to take baby steps. So just like we did with trigger controls, there's layers to this, okay? We're not going to dive into everything, it's just too overwhelming. So we are going to take baby steps. The first thing first is you need to understand how to shoot in a rhythm, right? Or cadence shooting. I'll dive into the practical application later on in the future in coming weeks, but for now, we want to learn how to shoot in a rhythm. We start off slow, then build speed. So notice, again, a layered approach. We're not just going to start going crazy on the trigger. We are going to slowly build our speed by starting off at a slow cadence, then speeding up. So if you want to learn to shoot fast, make sure to pay attention to this video and the coming videos. To start shooting fast, you need to understand how to shoot in a rhythm or cadence. We, as human beings, we like to do things in a set rhythm. So that makes things easy in terms of learning how to shoot fast, that progressive approach. I do recommend that you guys get a dry fire mag for this dry fire session. Remember, the dry fire mag is going to allow you to take shots without racking the slide. And you can do so quickly here. If you do want to pick one up, if you don't already have one, make sure to click the link below or the link up here. Use the code Hyve to get $10 off. Today's dry fire session is relatively simple. Shooting with a cadence is not going to require any complex movements. You can stay on one target. We are working trigger control and rhythm. The first thing I want you to do is you're going to shoot at a 1-second cadence rhythm, following all the trigger control principles we've discussed in this series, and everything we've discussed is retroactive too. How do you know if you're accurate with a shot? You pay attention to whether your red dot moved or your iron sights moved off of your target. If they stayed steady on what you wanted to hit during dry fire, you know you did a good job. So you are going to start off dry. You do not need to do this from the holster. You can do it from ready position, whatever you want to. You can even do it already aiming in on what you want to shoot. And you are going to start off with the count 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000. So that is a 1-second cadence. The idea here is every time you count a number, so 1, 2, 3, or 4, every time you count a number, you should break the shot. You should hear that click with your dry fire mag. So it'd be something like this: 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000. Notice I am not pinning my trigger. I'm not doing this 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000. No, it's not like that, okay? I want to reset my trigger right away, because the secret to shooting fast is breaking that shot, then coming right off of it and being prepared to take a second shot. It's not how fast you squeeze the trigger. So the cadence will be, again, 1 second. You are going to pay attention to your accuracy, everything. You have a good grip, everything's good, but now you're going to get used to the cadence and shooting at a 1-second rhythm, which is not going to be difficult. So it'll be 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000. And you can stop there, 6. You can even do 3 to 6 reps, whatever you want to. Every time you do this, though, pay attention to your accuracy. You know, it's simple enough, right? Everyone can do 1-second cadence. And we're slowly progressing, because some of you may have been shooting at a 1/2-second cadence during your dry fire drills. And as we go to a 1/4-second cadence later on, maybe that's going to be too fast, or you're going to see your sights get disrupted. So that's what we're trying to avoid, maintain accuracy. So we're going to do that again. This time, after you get the rhythm in your mind, now pay attention to your sights or your red dot. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000. My red dot was steady on what I was shooting at downrange there, so there was no movement. If there was movement, then I know I need some help when it comes to my trigger control, more practice, or creating more of a stable platform. Maybe I'm tired, so on and so forth. Now that you've done that, so you can do that for, maybe 5 minutes, right? Then the next 5 minutes could be a 1/2-second cadence, slowly progressing to building more speed. The count for a 1/2-second cadence is going to be 1 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5. Remember, you're always breaking the shot when you count the numbers. So the first one was 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. That's roughly a second cadence. Now we want a half second rhythm or cadence. So be 1 and a 2 and a 3. So look, it'll sound something like this. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. That is half second cadence. So you're going to start in your ready position, pick a target, and you would take 3 to 6 shots, count it out. You should hear the click of the dry fire mag when you say the number. Be like this, something like this. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. I'm paying attention to my accuracy, seeing if there's any movement. If you do see movement in your dry fire, that means something is breaking. Maybe you have improper trigger control, you're not stable with your platform, and this means do not go faster. Correct the issue first before you start to go to the second, or I should say the third 5-minute set. The first 5-minute set of your dry fire session is just simply working 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000 with proper mechanics, everything that we covered in this series, which is a lot. Okay, so it's not simple. It should actually be a lot that you're thinking about, everything in this checklist. After you do that well and you're accurate for the first 5 minutes, the second 5 minutes, you're going to do half a second, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. If everything is accurate, then you are going to move on to the quarter second cadence, which is next, the last 5 minutes of a 15-minute dry fire session. If you are not accurate, don't do the third set, okay? But the third set, the cadence would sound something like this. So instead of 1 and a, you're going to do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So that's about a quarter second cadence. You are shooting at the number 1 and 2 and 3. So when you're ready, if you're accurate with your second iteration, your second 5 minutes, now you can move on to the third. You're paying attention to your red dot, your sights. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Everything is accurate. I feel good about that. That's a good rep. You're resetting right away, coming back to break that shot. You're not waiting for the wall or anything like that. You are just slapping through, but it's a controlled slap. Remember, constant speed, minimal effort. So there's no issues of jerkiness or anything like that. Your sights should be steady, not disrupted, so you still have accurate shots. That's the bare minimum to work for this dry fire session. But you can start combining this with everything, okay? If you want to do this from the draw, maybe you do the draw and then you start doing your 1 second cadence. You might draw, then it might be 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000. That's fine. If you want to do some target transitions in there, that's fine too. It might be 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, whatever it is, okay? You can add elements of our previous dry fire sessions into this, but the key or the core skill that we're working on here is shooting at a cadence. 1 second, half second, quarter second. We will dive into the practical applications later on, but for now, just work that in your dry fire with a dry fire mag, and then that'll prep you for Thursday's live fire session. If you guys have any questions about cadence or rhythm, leave it in the comment section below. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you guys on Thursday.